Hi everyone, I'm Leon Thomas Lewick. Here's your political news roundup for Monday, July 22nd. North Dakota has the country's most restrictive abortion law, but for the time being it will not be enforced. A federal judge blocked enforcement of the measure that would have banned abortions beginning at 6 weeks of pregnancy, when a baby's heartbeat can be detected. Judge Daniel Hovland said the law goes against the Supreme Court's Roe v. Wade ruling that sets viability of a fetus at 28 weeks. The judge also pointed out that the law would have prohibited almost 90% of abortions performed at the one abortion clinic operating in the state. When it comes to getting its finances straightened out, Detroit can't seem to catch a break. Last week, the city filed for bankruptcy, saying it's unable to finance $1 billion in debt. Then a state judge ruled that the bankruptcy filing was illegal. The federal courts are now stepping into the picture. A U.S. bankruptcy court scheduled a hearing on the state's lawsuit for Wednesday. Those suits stem from unions who don't want bankruptcy to negate any of the payments their pension funds are due to receive. In Washington, meanwhile, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul rejected any talk of an Obama administration bailout of Detroit, saying a bailout would happen over his dead body. A couple of strange political bedfellows in Washington agree on a big issue that's in the news. Both President Obama and Republican Senator John McCain of Arizona issued calls for states to reconsider their so-called stand your ground laws. Florida's law came into focus during the recent trial of George Zimmerman in the death of Trayvon Martin, although Zimmerman did not specifically use the stand your ground defense. McCain said stand your ground laws should be reviewed in Florida and other states where it exists, including his home state of Arizona. On Friday, President Obama said much the same. Those laws allow citizens to use force in the name of self-defense rather than attempting to flee from confrontations. And in Egypt, violent confrontations continued between supporters of the military and those of deposed President Mohamed Morsi. Morsi's family, meanwhile, is accusing the army of abducting him, saying it will take legal action against the army and will hold the military responsible for Morsi's safety. The family said it has had no contact with Morsi since he was taken into custody last month. Morsi's son called it a violation of human rights and said the family will ask the International Criminal Court to take up an investigation. That's your political news roundup for Monday, July 22nd. I'm Leon Thomas Lewick. Stay logged on to rttnews.com for the latest political, economic, and stock market news all day long.